Day 6. 13 kilometers today showed stunning coastline stopping at Michigan Creek for our final evening. A smorgasbord of food and the remainder of our drink was enjoyed by all.
Oh, guys. Yeah? Only one per ladder on this big one. It's creaking.
We enjoyed warm, dry weather for the entire trek.
I feel good.
Morning fog was common and added a mystical element to the morning start. Buoys and other debris washed up on shore annually and have been used to mark trail entrances to the beach.
2 days left.
Severe winter storms toss enormous logs and other debris onto the shore, only to be dragged out and replaced by different stuff the next year. These winter storms destroy boardwalks and bridges that were built too close to the ocean.
How many days are you guys taking? 6.
More evidence today of the devastation left behind by that series of storms that battered British Columbia last month. The first pictures of the damage done to the West Coast Trail on Vancouver Island. The 75-kilometer-long hiker's route takes in some of the most spectacular scenery anywhere. Terry Malewski now on how the storms have changed the trail.
Susiat Falls are still there. In fact, from the air, the West Coast Trail is still one of the wonders of Canada. A rugged and spectacular 5-day hike up the Pacific coastline. But on the ground, it's hard to find the trail anymore.
Well, I know the trail goes to the top of this ridge, but I don't see any sign of it.
A terrible winter has left the trail impassable. Even Joe Cooper, the backcountry operations manager for Parks Canada, is only now discovering what a series of freakish, violent storms have done to his trail.
I'm in shock. I'm literally in shock, and I really haven't been able to grasp it. The magnitude is so large that I haven't really grasped it yet.
The trail is closed in winter and there is no way in by road, so it's only now emerging that hurricane-force winds up to 140 kilometers an hour have wrecked the West Coast Trail. 2 cable cars, which hikers use to haul themselves across rivers, are simply gone. So is the biggest suspension bridge in the park. It used to look like this, spanning Logan Creek, but it's vanished in a mudslide.
Vicious weather, of course, is hardly new on the West Coast. Every year, about 100 trees blow down on the West Coast Trail. But this year is truly extraordinary. More like 2,000 trees are down on the trail, meaning it's 20 times worse than a normal year.
No, I haven't seen anything like this. And the lighthouse keepers who have been here for 20 years, and a fellow who lives on the trail who's been here 50 years, they've never seen anything like this.
Do you even have the manpower and the equipment to do what you need to do?
No, we don't have enough people to deal with the damage we've got here right now. Definitely not.
Normally, nearly 5,000 hikers come from all over the world each summer for a chance to say they did the West Coast Trail. But now, Whole sections will have to be rebuilt, and it's doubtful that can be done by the usual opening on May 1st. It's the trail's centennial year, and it's begun with a disaster. Tori Milewski, CBC News on the West Coast Trail near Campa Bay, BC.
We're at Michigan Creek, 12K away from finishing. Leaving tomorrow bright and early, 7 o'clock, hiking out by noon.